Which means it is Sanskrit with a humble to be with me today. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you shall find this practice. Well, hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Urkie Yoga, Live, Love, Laugh. Look, I want a whole delay for a whole hot second. How are you doing? Hello, I'm here. Working my butt off, working, school, working. I'm so excited. I'm almost done with my feet up trainer. I got my first student that I'm going to be teaching this weekend. I am so super psyched. One of my good Judies, she's coming over, and I'm going to train her to how to do inversions. I'm so excited on the feet up. So I got to get a couple more students, and then I'll get my certificate and do my whole thing together. So it's almost coming together. I've been practicing, so I'm so excited. I cannot wait to teach people to use the feet up trainer. I'm so excited. I think I'll have my certificate in safety coordinator for that thing, but I can't wait. It's the first step to the rest of the license. So yes, more certificate. So welcome back. Hopefully you've been doing well. Hopefully you've been taking care of yourself in this time. Hopefully it's getting colder here. It's supposed to be 67 degrees today, which is crazy. In November, which we should have snow. I actually cleaned up all the leaves the other day, so just in case the snow comes, it won't be heavy for me to shovel. So I was getting prepared. The yard looks beautiful. I'm so super excited. I love the snow, but I don't like the cold. If it can be hot and snow at the same time, it'd be so hot that you can see the snow. That'll work for me, but that ain't gonna happen. But anyway, today is going to be a yoga crazy practice. We're going to have fun today. I have my eye pillows for later. I have my blocks, just in case if I need them. So let's get started. So let's just close our eyes, bring ourselves into the practice. Just letting things go. I have my feet crossed. If this is uncomfortable, you can always have your feet forward, whatever you like. Holding it here. I got my eyes closed, and I switch my legs because I usually favor one side, Eyes closed. Let's just focus on our breath. Take a nice deep breath in. Hold it. Exhale out. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale. Another deep breath in. Exhale, sigh out. Deep breath in. Exhale, sigh out. 2 more times. Inhale. Hold. Exhale fully out. Inhale through your nose if it's possible. Hold. Exhale out from your nose. Let's transition to our hands and knees. Move my blocks to the opposite side. Don't forget to have your water with you. My water is somewhere near me. Somewhere. I think it's up on the top, but it's near me. Please have water near you, a blanket, a pillow, whatever you need to make your practice comfortable. Please listen to your body. I have my hands underneath my knees. I'm going to bring my toes to touch and push all the way back to child's pose. Head on the mat. If this is too much for you, you can grab a block, stack it down, or grab a stack of pillows if you like, and do your child's pose. You know, child's pose like this. If you can't, getting all the way down is uncomfortable. You can hold it here. Just get into ourselves, get in our body. That's a modification way to do child's pose. You're more able to get into your hips. Holding it here. Deep breath in. Exhale all the way out. Inhale, bring it back up to hands and knees. Inhale, head out for cow. Exhale, round our back for cat. Inhale, head out for cow. Exhale, push all the way back to child's pose. Breath with movement. We're doing a little vinyasa. We're going to inhale back all the way up to our hands and knees. Bringing our head all the way up for cow. Exhale, rounding our back for cat. Inhale, bringing our head up for cow. Exhale, pushing all the way back to child's pose. That's 2. Warming our body up. Inhale, bring it all the way back up to child's pose with your head tilted up. Exhale, rounding it back for cat. Inhale, bring your head up, dropping your belly. Exhale, push all the way down to child's pose. One more time. Inhale, bringing our head up for cat. Exhale, round our back for cow. Inhale, bring our head up for cat. And exhale, push all the way back down to child's pose. We're getting breath with movement. And our crazy yoga today. Take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale, push back up to hands and knees. Tuck your toes down. We're going to do our first downward dog. So we're breath and movement. We're moving today, people. We are moving today. Let me get myself yoga ready. Tuck your toes down, push up to our first downward facing dog. Holding the down dog here. It's our first dog of the day. You know, sometimes if you need comfort in these poses, I double mat now. I love having 2 mats. So that's one way to help you with your feet and your knees and your legs. Sometimes you need that extra cushion, which is amazing. We're going to lift up our toes. Exhale, lower down. One more time, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Drop down to our hands and knees. Reset child's pose. Toes to touch. Knees open the same as your mat. Head all the way down if you're able to. Holding it here. Take another breath. And bring it all the way up. We're going to go back to downward facing dog. Tucking your toes back down to dog. Holding it here. Begin to pedal if you like. Turning your head from side to side. I got my yogi socks on. Looking underneath your armpits. Breathing. Breathing at your own pace. Turning your head from side to side. Inhale and exhale. Back to downward facing dog. Making sure your feet is like about hip width. If you need a little bit open up because your hips, it's a little bit tight, you can open up your feet. At least have your feet at least about hip width. Holding it here. Exhale, drop all the way down to your knees. All right. Let's take our, take our left foot behind us. Bring it back. Taking our right hand in front of us, holding it here. Holding it, deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale down, switching it out. Taking your right foot behind you like you're planted on the wall, your left hand in front. Holding it here. Taking a nice deep breath in. Exhale out. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower it down. All right, shake that out. Maybe sit back on your feet. I'm in hero's pose. This hero pose is not comfortable. You can sit all the way on your bum if you like. I'm going to sit in between my feet like my niece do. She does this a lot. She's real flexible. Well, she's 2, so she can do this. The rest of us, we gotta work out to get into this. Yeah, I can see why. Don't even hurt her. I'm like, okay, I need to be sitting on my feet. Her knees can do that. She got those new knees. She got 2-year-old knees. Her knees are too new. She got that. She good. Whew. Take a breath. Ooh, recovery breath. So we can get cracking. All right. Back onto our hands and knees. So let's put a little flow together. I know. Tuck your toes down. We're going to tuck our toes down here. I got my toes planted in my mat. I'm going to push up to downward facing dog. I'm going to hold it here. I'm going to shift forward to plank pose. I'm going to exhale, push it back to downward facing dog. Inhale, shift it to plank. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale. Well, actually, inhale to plank. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale to plank. Exhale to downward facing dog. Let's go to plank one more time. Holding it here. If it's too much, you can drop down your knees. You know, that's a modified way. You can go to downward dog, drop down to your knees for plank. Wherever you are, holding it here. Drop down to your knees, push back all the way, child's pose. Reset your breath. Bring it up to hero's pose. Let's do hero rolling. So we're going to bring our head up and roll it all the way back down. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, rolling it back down. Now if you want to sit on your bum, you can sit crisscross applesauce and sit on your butt. If that's comfortable for you, you're doing this hero rolling. So you can take it that way. You can drop down, I'll show you, and just roll it down and bring it up. Like I said, if you want to learn how to get into heroes, you can always block it. Just block it. Sit on your block. Help you elevate you up a little bit. Tall, medium, or down low, wherever you are. Use that. Blocks are our friends. I love blocks. I love blocks. Help you out too. Couple more times. Inhale, head up. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, head up. Exhale, roll it down. One more time. Inhale, head up. Exhale, roll it down. All right, so I'm going to, this is what we're going to do. Tuck down, back to our downward facing dog. We're going to, I'm trying to see which way this will be with the camera. Drop down arm. That's our, trying to figure it out. So that's, I have cheat boards on my wall. That's how I yoga. Let's see. Drop down your, let me see, this will be your left. No, because when I look forward, let me see, because that's our right. That's our left, because it's opposite. I have to teach opposite when I teach on the camera. So that's our left, that's our right. So you want to drop down your left knee. Drop down your left knee, your left hand, and we're going to lift it up. So we're going to do side angle plank. So this is beginners with your knee down, and you have your knee down like a kickstand, and you have your top hand all the way up. Or you can have it onto your imagination, or you can grab your block and just hold it here. So I have my left hand down, my right knee down, my left knee down, and I'm tilting my hips forward and looking straight up. Now this is beginners. If you want a little bit more, you can maybe lift up your bottom leg, bringing your hand over if you want to challenge yourself. If you are stable and able, you can go your 2 legs up. I'll show you now. So you bring your 2 feet together. You can put your feet on top of each other like that. Stack them up. Or you can have the left in front and the right behind. Holding it here. Let's take 5 breaths. Deep breath in. Two more. Drop it down. All right, back onto my hands and knees. I'm going to push back to downward facing dog. And I'm going to exhale, drop my knees down, push back to child's pose. Reset myself. And then I'm going to switch myself to the other side. Because if I do that, you will see that by my back. So I'm going to be this way. So you can see. I'm going to take, so this is my right side now. Yeah, it's going to kind of look like your left. But when you're sitting, watching me, it should be your, we'll see. Because I'm a preview, we'll see. So I'm on my hands and knees. I'm this way, because if you're watching me on TV, you should be that way. Same way I am. So if you're the same way I am on TV, you're going to take your right foot back, plant your right foot back, plant your right hand on the mat. You're going to, drop your knee down. We're going to take our left foot, switch it, take our our right knee behind us. So it kind of look opposite to you, but that's the way I'm doing it. Or I could have said this is your left and your right, but you kind of going to look opposite to me. So this is beginners. If you want a challenge for your beginner, you can take your top hand above you. If you want a little bit more, you can lift up your bottom leg. If you're more experienced, you can do the full side angle plank, where you can have your foot right in front of you. If you're daring, you can do tree. I didn't do that, but you can do tree. It's another way. And we're going to hold it here for at least 5 breaths. So breathe at your own pace. Woo! Working out our arms. Your last breath, drop it down. Drop it all the way down to your hands and knees. Back down to child's pose. Reset. My arms are on fire. If yours is not, mine is. And at this time, we're going to roll it up and we're going to take our first water break. If you don't need it, I know I need it. I'm sweating everywhere. I'm like, good golly, Miss Molly. I'm on fire. My water's all the way over there. This is real yoga. It was all the way over there. I'm never prepared. I get myself prepared, but I'm never prepared. That's life, though. That's like, I invite you into my crazy life. That's why I call it crazy yoga. Don't forget this time to like, subscribe, share, comment. Thank you to I think last time I looked, I had like 89 subscribers. What? I think I do have 89. One of my videos has a lot of views. One of my chair yoga challenge got over 3,000 views, getting close to 3,600 or 700. I can't remember. Close to 4,000, almost 4,000 people watch my chair. I appreciate it. I'm very humble. Thank you to definitely the 89 subscribers who have subscribed to my channel. Welcome to Urkie's World. Urkie's World. Hopefully you're enjoying the videos. Like, subscribe, share, comment. If you would like to see some, let me know. Let me know. I've been doing yoga forever. Forever. Before everything happened. I've been a yoga teacher. Well, I've been a yoga teacher for not that long, but I've been practicing yoga for more than 24 years. Can you believe it? I've been doing this for 24 years, practicing. I've seen everything. I've been to all different types of class. Hot, cold, yoga, purple, green, whatever. Crystals. I've seen it all. Seen it all. Yin, yang, meditation only. I've seen it all. But, you know, it's a self-care practice, and I love teaching other people. So, all right. Hope water breaks over. I didn't give us a time, but hopefully you drinked up. Sometimes I ramble with the water because I want you to get some in. All right, so we're this way, facing me. So we're going to do that again. So if you're facing me, I always have to think of myself when I'm on the camera with you guys. So you want to tuck your feet down. We're going to go back down to downward facing dog, holding it here. We're going to take our right foot, bring it up, and we're going to thread it through. Drop down to our knees. Drop down our left knee. So we have actually, when you're watching me, I know sometimes I have to figure it out. When you're watching me on TV, this is your left side, yeah. So when you're facing me, this looks more like your left. So it's actually your right knee but it looks left to you, so I'll probably look opposite to you. So if you have your left knee up in front, you will be looking away from me. So technically this is your right. Right, but it looks left. Holding it here, we're on the low lunge. If you need something for your low lunge, you can always grab a block. Grab 2 blocks that are the same height. You can frame your foot and have your blocks either low level, high level, wherever you're at. Opening up those lovely hips. Holding it here. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale, push all the way back, stretching your leg back, doing kind of like a half split. Holding it here. You can have your toes pointed up if you like. Doing a half split here. Stretching everything underneath your thighs here. Holding it. Taking a nice deep breath in. Exhale out. Deep breath in. Exhale. Bringing your hands, framing your foot. This will be your left hand on the mat and taking your right hand all the way above, doing twisting dragon. Holding it here. One of my favorite poses. So we should be looking away from each other. Taking another breath. Bringing it down. Tucking our toes down. Bringing our right foot back to meet our left. Should be in downward facing dog. Holding it here, holding our dog. Lifting up on our toes. On the exhale, push forward to plank. You can also drop down to your knees if it's holding the plank is too much for you. That's another way. Pushing it back to downward facing dog. Building strength here. Bringing it back to plank. Push back to downward facing dog on the exhale. One more time. Inhale to plank. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. You're going to kill me today. Drop down to your knees. We're going to take our left foot. Well, actually, no. Yeah, go back to downward facing dog. I'm sorry. Bring your left foot all the way up in the air. Thread it through. Drop your right knee down. We're framing our left foot here. So we're doing a low lunge. So you see me, I push my foot back because I can get more deeper in my hips. Make adjustments with your hips. I like to try to keep my hips level. That's comfortable for me. Tilting my hips down, filling it up. Putting 2 blocks on the side, just for the height for today. Holding in here. Taking a couple breathing breaths. Bringing it in, taking a deep inhale, and deep exhale out. Couple more breaths. I'm sweating. Push all the way back with your exhale to a half split. You can have your toes flat down if you like, or you have it dorsiflex toes pointing all the way up in the air. Whatever you like. You can do whatever you like. you like. Holding it here. Just doing a half split. If you want to do a whole split, it's up to you. I won't stop you. But I'm doing a half splitter today. That's where I'm at today. Holding it here. Another breath. Pushing your hips forward again. We're going to take our right hand to the mat. Or you can also, I block too. And you were twisting, dragon. So I have my left hand, my left hand in the air, right hand on the floor. Twisting, looking towards you. Hello, ting. Ting. I crack myself up if you haven't noticed. I entertain myself because I'm by myself here teaching yoga to everybody. So I'm acting like I have a room full of 35 people. Even though it's me here. I have an audience. I do have an audience in my head, I do. Take another breath and drop it down. You gotta entertain yourself sometimes. Yoga, you should be laughing. That's why it's a live, love, laugh yoga. Come on, man, you gotta laugh. Dropping down your hand, pushing it back. Whew, pushing it back to downward facing dog. Holding your dog here. Inhale. Exhale. Should be a little bit more able to get down, look deeper into your dog. Holding it. Now let's try something fun, something crazy. Let's do dolphin. So for dolphin, now if it's too much for you, let me demonstrate. So dolphin, you're in downward facing dog. If it's too much, you can grab blocks. Put your elbows on the blocks. If it's too much to go down, and just use your legs. You know, you don't have to be perfect, you know, wherever you're at. It's one way. You can do it lower. You can just bring your arms down and just have your, you know, kind of like a puppy pose, but you're in dolphin. This is with it on your knees. Just feeling. And then maybe just lifting your legs up and then dropping down if it's too much for you. It's another way to get into for dolphin. I take my glasses off because they're falling. So for dolphin, you're in downward facing dog, and you just drop down to your elbows. And you don't have to have your feet all the way down. I don't, and that's okay. Sometimes you can walk your feet in a little bit more to get them down, or walk them back wherever's comfortable. Holding here, dolphin is it's an inversion, so taking your time, breathing at your own pace, listening to your breath. If it's too much, just drop down to your knees, push back. If it's too much for you, shake out, and then come back into dolphin. You know, listen to your breaths, listen to your cues. Like right now, my feet is cramping. Why are my feet cramping? I've been doing yoga like crazy. Sometimes it's like that. You may get enough water in my diet. So I'm going back to the dolphin. Finish holding it here. Taking deep breaths at my own pace. Listening to my breath. If it's too choppy, drop down, reset, go back into it. Take your time. There's no rush. You're doing things at your own pace. If it's not for you, take it out. Don't have to do it. All right, drop down. Back to child's pose. Let's do a restorative child pose. You can grab your block if you like. I'm going to do my block today. Do 2 blocks and put it on my forehead. There we go. If it's too high for you, you can just do 1. Or you can do fist over fist if you don't have any blocks. Or you can do a whole stack of pillows. Which I didn't grab pillows today. I'm just blocking it. Just breathe in, reset your breath. I think I need 1 block. There we go. Much better. Whew. Taking the time, calming your breath. That was intense. more deep breaths like that. All right, bring yourself up. Sit on your bum. You can either, if you like to try, crisscross applesauce and roll it back. Woohoo! Or if you cannot do that, bring your knees, bring your feet to the side, sit to the opposite side, and bring it back. See? Always, we're all doing yoga. So let's take at least a 2-minute water break. Bringing down our breath if that was too much for you. Thirsty. While we're here, I'm going to rub my feet out. And if your feet's cramping too, just stop anytime and rub your feet out. My feet start cramping the one way. I got to flex them the other way. Sometimes that happens. Like sometimes I try to, even when I'm doing like child's pose or something, not child's pose, when I do cat and cow, sometimes I try to adjust my feet to 2 different ways, like flat and then the other way, cramp them up so my feet don't get too crampy. Sometimes that can happen. Sometimes your feet cramp because you don't have enough water. That could be it. Or they just feel like just being it. Or you're just cold or hot. I don't know. Your feet do wonderful, weird things. But every once in a while, if it does cramp, give your foot some love. And if your feet cramp a lot, you know what helps? Tennis ball, rolling it, sitting watching TV, rolling your feet. Works. I have like plantar fasciitis sometimes from running and doing a lot of cardio and stuff like that, jumping and crazy stuff I like to do. And sometimes, you overwork that muscle. So it's such a very thin muscle. It's like really literally like, it's not like it's thin muscle. And it does a whole lot of work. It's holding this all up. So it's a lot of work to hold all this up. All this good. So sometimes you gotta do little things to help out your muscles, yeah. Especially when they're cramping, so crazy. Nice trick. My uncle was a podiatrist, he taught me that trick. So, it does work. All right, making noises. Making noises. Noises. Oh, get a yoga message. Okay. Check it out later. All right. So, take a couple more seconds. Take another sip. And you might kill me, but we're going to do a little flow. And we're going to do at least, we'll do it 3 times. 3 is a charm. It's a triangle, 3 is a charm, so we'll try it out. We'll see how it goes. All right, so go to your hands and knees. We're going to inhale or hit up for cow. Exhale, round her back for cat. You know where I'm going. Inhale, hit up for cow. Exhale, tuck your toes back for downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your left foot behind you. Exhale, thread it through to low lunge. Holding it here. On the exhale, twisting dragon. So take your left hand down, your right hand up. Twist that dragon, take a breath. On the exhale, drop it down. Inhale, push back to half split. Exhale, push it forward. On your next breath, reset your breath. On the exhale, push back all the way to downward facing dog. Taking your time. Inhale, push up to plank. I know. Exhale, the downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your left foot behind you. Exhale, bring it through. Thread it through. Low lunge. Hold it here. On your next breath, twist into twisting dragon. Having your right hand to the mat, your left hand up above your head. Holding it here. On the exhale, bring it back to half splits. Hold it here. On the exhale, bringing it forward. Reset your breath. Take a breath in. On the exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. On the exhale, drop down to hands and knees. That was one. 2 more to go. Inhale, head up for cow. Exhale, round your back for cat. Inhale, head up for cow. Exhale, tuck your toes down, push all the way back to downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale to downward facing dog. Take your left foot behind you. Exhale, thread it through. Low lunge, holding it here. On the exhale, you take twist and dragon. Take your left hand to the mat, and the left hand to the mat, right hand to the ear. Holding it here, deep breath in. On the exhale, push all the way back to half splits. Holding it here, deep breath in. On the exhale, bring it back to low lunge. Hold it in here, take a breath. On the exhale, push all the way back, bring your leg back to downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, take your left foot behind you. Exhale, dropping your knees down, low lunge on the opposite side. So your right knee is down, your left knee is up. Take it and twist. Twist and dragon. So take your your right hand to the mat, left hand to the ear, twisting that dragon. On the inhale, on the exhale, bring your foot back, bring your hips back, bring your foot up. 4, half split. Hold it here. On the exhale, bring it up, your hips up to low lunge. Next breath, pushing it back all the way on the exhale to downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, drop down to your hands and knees. How you doing? You okay? You want to kill me? I'm sorry. Please don't. Our last time, 3rd time's a charm. I have faith in you. We got this, yogis. We got this. It's a different kind of flow. It's crazy, but it's fun. Challenge yourself. If it's too much, just do some modification. Hey, you're still doing yoga. All right, we're going to inhale our head up for cow. Exhale, round your back for cat. Inhale, bring your head up for cow. Exhale, tuck your toes down, all the way back to downward facing dog. Inhale, moving those hips forward for plank. Exhale, pushing back to downward facing dog. On the next breath, bring your right foot behind you. On the exhale, thread it through your hands. Thread it through your hands. Framing your foot. Holding it here for low lunge. On the next breath, plant your left hand to the mat and your right hand up in the air for a twisting dragon. On the exhale, push it back. 2, half splits. On the inhale, bring it back up. 2, low lunge. And on the exhale, bring your foot all the way back. 2, downward facing dog. On the inhale, bring it to low plank. On the exhale, bring it to downward facing dog. On the exhale, taking your left foot behind you. On your inhale, bringing your feeding your foot, threading your foot through your hands to low lunge. On the next breath, take your right hand to the mat. Your left hand all the way up in the air, twisting dragon. On the exhale, push all the way back. 2, half splits. On the next breath, bring it back up to low lunge. And on the exhale, bring it all the way back to downward facing dog. She's like, why is she talking like that? Getting silly with it. On the next breath, exhale out. Crazy girl. Inhale. And the exhale, drop down to your hands and knees. Because you deserve it. You deserve it. You sure do. All right. I'm sitting hero's pose. If hero's pose is not comfortable for you, still in your full bum, which I'm going to do. And bring my feet forward. Woo. Sit crisscross applesauce. Roll my hips for a second. Getting back into my breath. because my cylinders are flying. They're flying high. I feel them. I'm rolling everything out. Woo. Oy. Oh yeah. Because let's continue with our craziness. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, sigh out. A deep breath in. Exhale, sigh out. I'm getting loopy. One more time. Deep breath in. Exhale, sigh out. Oh, feels good. All right, so I have my left foot, my right foot planted into the mat. I am going to do something fun. So we're going to take our hands behind us. We're going to do table. So having your feet planted flat down on the mat, having your hands tucked down behind you. And this is comfortable. If it's not, you can also turn your hands the opposite way too, as well if you like. But I'm going to have my hands going forward, facing my feet. Having my feet same hip width as my knees. We're going to do tabletop. So we're going to take a nice deep breath in. On the exhale, we're going to lift up. Holding it here. Taking a nice deep breath in. If you like, you can have your chin chucked in, or have your head back fully. Whatever's comfortable for you. If it's too much, you can just drop down and come back into it. Bring your hands up. Maybe bring yourself up. Take a moment, take a breath, and then go back into it. Just listen to your body. Take a couple more breaths here. Drop it down. All right. Now crisscross my feet, bring my hands forward, shake them all out. Stretch my elbow because it itches. Yeah, no. Do what I do. Stretch out your arms. Because I think that once is enough today. Feels like once is enough. I feel like once is enough today. All right, it is enough today. I was doing the feet up, flipping back and forth, so my arms were like, girl, no, please, bye. So we're going to plant our feet again. We're going to take our right leg in front. Can you see me? Yeah. Our right leg in front of us. Take our left, holding it here. So take your left, you can cross it over your right if you can, if you're able to. If not, you can maybe just put it on the, well, no, that's too much. If you would cross it over, if you can. If not, just bring it next to your knee. It's another way. You see, if you see me, push back so you can see. Yep. Cross it over. So we're taking our left leg, crossing over our right, taking our right foot if you're able to. If you would like more, crossing your right leg behind you if you're able to. Sitting up. You can see me. Sitting on up. If not, you can have your leg straight if that's where you are. So we're going to twist in the opposite direction. So we're going to take our right arm and cross it over. So I'm sitting this way. Crossing, right in our arm here. And taking your left hand behind you, twisting. So you should be kind of facing away from me. Yeah. So when you see this, it's like you're facing away from me. Because I'm looking at my TV, watching myself, like, kind of be like facing away from me. So I think the only thing I'll see is the back of your head if I was watching you. Staring right at you just like this. Blinking my eyeballs really hard. Holding it here. Twisting, twisting, twisting. Take another breath. Then untwist. Just twist the opposite side. So I'm taking everything apart. Taking my right foot, bringing it over my left. So now you can leave your right foot next to your knee. This way. Taking it over my right. Taking my left foot, bringing it close to my bum. Twisting, twisting, taking my right hand, cross it, no, right. So I'm taking my left hand, cross over. Now technically you'll be looking at me if you're watching me. So technically you see the back of my head. So now you're watching me. I see you. I see you staring. Hold it here. Woo. Twisting everything out. A couple more breaths. And untwist. Alright, so we're going to hold my favorite pose. We're going to do double pigeon. Yes. My favorite pose. It's the pose you see me when you come to my YouTube channel. I love this. This is a great hip opener. I love it. If it's uncomfortable for you, you can get a pillow to elevate your hips to tilt yourself forward. If your hips are tight for holding it that long. So I have my feet, as you see in front of you. I'm taking my, so now I'm looking towards you. I'm taking my, this will be my left foot. Bringing it in, taking my right on top. So if you can't get it on top, you can just put it in front or have it straight. So just having my foot on top. Woo. Now if it's too much, if you're like, oh my God, I can almost, but you can put like a block right there. If it's uncomfortable, you can put your block on your foot. So, but whatever's comfortable for you. Like I said, if your hips are too tight, you can tilt a pillow, tilt your hips forward to get you deeper in the pose. So we're going to hold it for 2 minutes. 2 whole minutes. Hey Google, can you set my timer for 2 minutes?
2 minutes, starting now.
So thank goodness she's in this room. So Google's counting us for 2 minutes. Whew. It's a static pose. Open up our hips. If it's too much, like I said, you can do little modifications. Sometimes static poses are good for us to open up different things in our bodies. This is my favorite pose. It's the pose I got when you come onto my YouTube channel. You'll see me with my dreadlocks, just doing my double pigeon. And one of my cute yoga kids, I got a picture of him up there, Lincoln. He imitated me. And it's so cute. I love it, my yogi baby. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Thanks, Lincoln. I love it. Oh, he gonna be so excited because I said his name. But yeah. I'm gonna drink some water while I'm in my pigeon, because I can. Oh. I need to roll up my neck a little bit. Yeah. Hopefully your November is going well. It's almost time for the Turkey Day, if you celebrate Turkey Day. Getting close to it. I think I work Turkey Day. I do work Turkey night. I do. I think I technically have off the holiday, which is the night before, but not actually the night of the Turkey Day. But I work Turkey Day night, so we'll see. Which is interesting. So hopefully everyone stays in the house. Hopefully it's snowing. I do have salt. I was just thinking about, like, do I have salt since I said, yeah, I got 2 big huge bags of salt. I bought them. Oh, 2 minutes up. Hey, Google, stop. There we go. See, now I didn't fake the phone. So we're going to uncross our leg. Give it a little shake, pat down. What we do for one side, you know we got to do the other. So we're going to take our right foot in and take our left foot above. Getting adjusted. Woo, with my pigeon. Open up her hips. Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, boy. Boom, boom, boom with my movement. And we're going to hold this lovely pigeon for 2 whole minutes. So we're going to set the timer. Hey, Google, can you set my timer for 2 minutes, please?
2 minutes, starting now.
And I do apologize if you have this on in your house and your thing goes off. It's funny because the one day I was watching one of my old videos, and then she came, like I was talking to it and saying, "Hey Google," and it popped on. I was like, every time I hear a commercial, see, here she go talking. Because I had them all connected, because I have 3 of them, they're all connected to the house, so it's funny. It's funny from room to room. I'm like my dad. I got them all through the house so I can hear everything and see everything. I'm creeping on myself. I know she's listening to me. I know she'd be hearing my words because she'd be like, "Well, what did you say?" I'm like, "I wasn't even talking to you. Having a whole conversation with my mom. My mom calls her questionable names. I won't say them. I don't, you know. Even though I am a yogi, he likes to cuss, but I ain't gonna say it. My mom says some colorful words to her. And I'll be like, "Mom, why are you talking to my friend like that?" She goes, "She ain't nobody's friend." I thought she was my friend. She tells me funny, corny dad jokes. I enjoy it. Yes, when you come to my class, I'm really like this. I have conversations like this when we hold static poses. I also talking random things to my students so they can not fill the whole 2 minutes. I do that. And I use my hands a lot too. So. Yeah, I'm kooky. It's crazy yoga day. I told you today class was called crazy yoga for a reason. Today I'm crazy. And I'm okay with that. 2 minutes are up. Hey Google, stop. All of them start coming on because they all connect. They all sync together. All right, uncross your applesauce. Shake out your legs. Do a lovely pat down. Woo. Have your toes pointed to yourself. Have your toes pointed towards me. I say your toes pointed to yourself. Pointing it towards me. Hello toes. One more time, pointing into yourself and pointing towards me. Shake out your legs, do a little pat down. Bring some life back into that static pose. Windshield wiper your feet from side to side. And just move from side to side, bringing some blood back into your body from that static pose, especially your hips. If your hips were super tight and it was uncomfortable, bring some movement into your hips. So we're just elevating one and just teeter-totter in our hips. Getting some movement, maybe going forward and backwards, forward and backwards. One more time. Forward and backwards. Alrighty. Okay, so let's bring it down to the ground. We're going to transition onto our backs and take Savasana, which my nieces and nephews' favorite pose in yoga. Like, when is the time to do that? When we lay on the ground, Savasana. That's the only Sanskrit they know. It's Savasana. I have a block underneath my head for cushion today, because that's what I feel like. Plant your right foot onto the mat. Plant your left foot onto the mat. Having your legs straight out. I'm going to find my out pillow. So get yourself comfortable. We're going to hold this for at least about 10 minutes. So get adjusted. I'll wait for you. Bring your hands to the side, having your hands, your palms facing up, welcoming all the lovely energy in and exiting all the bad energy out. So Google, hey Google, can you set my timer for 10 whole minutes?
Starting now.
Okay, Google, stop. Plant your right foot into the mat. Plant your left foot into the mat. Gently rock your knees from side to side. Take your right hand above your head. Roll over to your right side and gently bring yourself up. Slowly, taking your time. Ooh, I just spilled my water. Oh well, that happens. It's fine. It's just water. Whew. Oh, Savasana is wonderful. So, just bring yourself back from wherever you were in your Savasana. We're going to do a mindful meditation. We're going to do for a whole minute, where you can sit any kind of way. You can sit feet crossed like this, hands open to receive. You can have your hand mudra with your hands on your knees, or collapse together. So I usually have my my left hand underneath, my right hand on top, if you like, or you can have it on your knees, your fingers to touch. Getting bringing some energy into your body. So I have my thumbs on my middle finger and on my point down here. So we're going to do a mindful meditation, or you can just have if you don't want to, you don't have to, it's your discretion. Put your hands on your knees. If you don't feel comfortable, you don't have to. Listen to yourself. If you're like, I'm not really into that part, that's fine. That's okay. Put your hands on your knees. But I like to have my hands up to receive. So all the good energy that I put, all the good energy in the world, that's what I like to do. So we're going to do, and just breathe in for 5, and then exhale out for 5. So if you can count in your head to breathe in and out, after a while, you'll get used to the ujjayi breath. All right, mindful meditation for 1 minute. So let's set the timer. Hey, Google, can you set my timer for 1 minute?
1 minute, starting now.
Okay, Google, stop. All right, we're inhale our hands all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring our hands to heart center. And we say Namaste. Namaste is the East Indian Sanskrit, which means the God in me bows down to the God in you. And I thank you for showing up for practice. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Bye. Mwah.